The Kremlin has said it is premature to organise a Biden-Putin summit on Ukraine. It comes after the meeting was proposed by France. The White House said it would only happen if Russia does not invade its neighbour. President Putin is also due to hold what the Kremlin has called a large, extraordinary meeting of the Russian Security Council. Meanwhile, explosions have been continuing in Ukraine's eastern Donbass region over the weekend. There have been increased clashes between the Ukrainian government forces and rebels who are backed by Russia. Mark Lobel reports.
Military drills in Belarus that were meant to end with Russian tanks going back to their bases. Not anymore, leaving the fear of war hanging over its nearby border with Ukraine. But after a series of phone calls, the French president says the US president and President Putin could meet to discuss the crisis, offering hope of a peaceful solution.
President Biden has made very clear that he's prepared to meet President Putin at any time, in any format, if that can help prevent a war. And as long as, even if the die is cast, until it's settled, until we know that the tanks are rolling, the planes are flying, and the aggression has fully begun, we're going to do everything we can to prevent it.
To set the terms for a Putin-Biden meeting, their respective foreign ministers will speak on Thursday. But the White House says any proposed summit will only take place if Russia has not invaded its neighbour. In recent days, in eastern Ukraine, Russian-backed rebels and government forces have accused each other of violating a ceasefire. Following the killing of 2 Ukrainian soldiers, now Russian-backed rebels there say 2 civilians have been killed in shelling by government forces. Russia is helping evacuate women and children from the eastern breakaway regions it controls, claiming Kiev is planning an attack there. Russia has been demanding assurances NATO will not admit Ukraine, which it sees as a threat to its security. But that's an aspiration Ukraine's foreign minister says remains alive in an interview with CBS.
Ukraine is seeking membership in NATO.
Has there been any subtle pressure from the United States for you to abandon your desire?
No, so far these messages came from few European members of NATO.
Meanwhile, resistance preparations for a wartime scenario in Kiev continue, as fresh satellite images appear to show Russian military units within 9 miles of the border with Ukraine. Mark Lobel, BBC News.